let's make these a little smaller. I'm not entirely sure what the exact fraction of a second is, but you just keep making them smaller until you get a smoothness how you like it. And you don't have to be good at drawing to animate. It just helps in presentation. Now, a lot of people use Flash. I don't use Flash. I have Flash, but I don't know how to use it. Let's keep this last frame long like it is. Let's see what this did. It's smoother, but it's still kind of choppy. I got these down real small to make it to make the animation nice. Let's make that half the size. And do not quote me on any of this, please, because I am an amateur animator. I'm not very good, and I'm only doing this because some of my close friends asked me to. I think I already said that, didn't I? Oh well. Oops. Let's not bother with that. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you why I told you to export as a PNG image in a little bit, but let's get the animation to where we want it, okay? Oh. By the way, the more pictures you have, the more choppy it will be when you preview it. Let's try this. It's still. Let's get it down to quarter. Kind of choppy. The animation, this animation by itself actually took me around 4 hours to complete. Most of this is because the picture files, when I import them, are so large that it takes forever to color. They're about 300 DPI. But it makes for a really nice picture. That's a bit better, isn't it? Let's make these a little smaller. Unfortunately, you have to move all of them over. In Premiere, you can select all of them and move them over when you want to, but you can't do that. I've tried doing it here and you can't. At least ways. You might be able to with the full version though. And what leads me to believe that I don't have the full version is that this one doesn't have a garbage mat. And I kind of need that for my other projects. Anyway. That's much nicer, isn't it? See how smooth that is? Let's see. All of this is less than 1 second. And it has to be such, to be smooth. This animation is a very short animation, but it's very effective. Now, let's make this big again. See how small those are? Now, the reason I told you guys to export this as a PNG is you can actually put this animation by itself through Windows Movie Maker. But if you want it to have a background, like you can have any background you want. If you want a moving background, Here, actually, let's put a video in the background so I can show you what I mean. Actually, let's do that. This is going to be a very long video, but that's okay. We're only looking at the first part. I'm going to mute that. Whoops. You want to create, it's a good idea to create a, what's the word I'm looking for? Another video layer. Otherwise, it'll get stuck up here and you won't be able to see it. Here we go. The background is moving. Anyway, you can put any background you want there, and you can only do this if this image up here is PNG. That way, any blank spaces you have, you can, any blank spaces like under the head or right here where there's a big blank space, you can have any background you want. You can have moving fog, anything. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go for the other way that I animate. I don't usually animate with paper, because my animations are actually very, I don't want to say sophisticated, that sounds a bit too, I don't know. Here it is. No, here it's not. Oh, it's over here. The other, I usually actually only animate on the computer. I have a much more simplified style when I animate, because my pictures, when I'm just drawing a picture, it's so detailed that it's just not animation. If you're doing it, if it's just one person, like me, it's not really the best thing to animate with. As opposed to a team of people, like it's supposed to be done with. You know, you have the really nice looking, animes out there. And cartoons are really detailed and sophisticated looking.